Hipswitch and Huggledug's Christmas Heist, Chapter 5. Believe it or not, it is in fact possible to hide a black bear and a moose behind a jacked-up pickup truck, at least one the size of Harold Blevins'. In fact, when Belinda Blevins opened the garage door with the fob of her keychain, she saw nothing amiss in the garage and simply revved the four-wheeler and rolled it inside, dragging behind her on the quad's trailer their newly felled Christmas tree, in which Hipswitch was still hidden. Squirreled away inside the branches, Hipswitch clutched the trunk of the tree, shaking in fear that the Blevinses would discover him when they went to untie the tree from the four-wheeler's wagon. Blevinses did not discover him. No, Belinda checked her roast. Harold caressed the truck in a way that made Belinda say, "Maybe you'd prefer to sleep with the truck, Harold." And Bobby eyed his setup camera in the corner, praying to sweet baby Jesus that his mom wouldn't see that he'd been into his Christmas presents already. But Belinda spied the camera on its tripod and swore up and down that she'd smash the thing or return it, you sneaky little brat. And she batted Bobby about the ears with her toque, whipped him with her pom-pom all the way into the house. "You see if I ever buy you anything that mouse again." The house door slammed shut. The garage was silent a moment, and then Hipswitch dropped from his tree, but shrove when he heard movement by the truck. "Hipswitch!" squeaked Huggledug, and they scampered to each other and embraced, shivering with sheer joy at the sight of one another's furry cheeks. Huggledug started at the sight of Liam the owl and Caleb the bear, but then Hipswitch smiled, and Huggledug brought out the nuts. "Nuts!" cried Hipswitch, and then out came the carrots. "Carrots!" The bear, smelling Belinda Blevins' delicious honeyed ham, slurped and rumbled, "Moo! Ham!" And they ate. They Christmas feasted, high-fiving each other, paw to paw to hoof to talon, until Caleb the bear rolled back and licked his hammy paws and knocked the camera, which beeped, beeped, beeped as the critters backed away until they all bumped up against Harold Blevins' truck and howled, and a blinding light flashed, and Micah and Caleb charged straight through the garage closed door and into the woods on the other side of the highway as Liam swooped low to grasp Hipswitch and Huggledug. They screamed, "Ah!" clutched in the owl's talons, afraid they'd suffer the same fate as Fabio Fieldmouse. But Liam Malachi Tailfeather, as he'd done ages ago for poor Fabio, swooped Hipswitch and Huggledug to safety. By the time the Blevinses stumbled back into the garage, the only evidence of the Criddles' crazy party, held at the humans' expense, was the crumpled garage door, the licked-clean crock-pot, the moose poop Micah had dropped in his fright at the violent flash, and the empty carrot and nut bags. Oh yes, and a photo of the critters on Belinda Blevins' camera, each animal wincing against the flash, but looking for all the world as if they were smiling mischievously at the Blevins' horrified faces. Thank you for listening. All of the illustrations were done by Alex King. Alex is a Newfoundlander who now lives in Vancouver, BC with his wife Sarah and a big fluffy cat named Magnus, who used to be neighbors with my black lab Vader. Alex makes cartoons all day and sometimes teaches animation at Vancouver Film School. This is me on my better days. I'm from Ontario, Canada, and I've taught for the last 7 years at a small college in Iowa. In the town where I live, the squirrels are the size of fluffy cats, and here the rabbits torment Vader like you wouldn't believe. I wish that I was small enough to explore the Subnivian zone, but alas, I am quite a large man. This story came into being over Christmas of 2018. Each year, our family makes a 22-hour drive back to Ontario from Iowa to visit family. That Christmas, we stayed at my brother and sister-in-law's house, and their three boys, Malachi, Simon, and Caleb, along with my two sons, Liam and Micah, decided they wanted to write a story with me. Inspired by Olivia Vanderploeg's fantastical tales of swashbuckling chipmunks and squirrels, I suggested Hipswitch and Huggledug as leads, and the boys colored in the rest. At breakfast, they'd make up characters and plot the story out. Say, can you add this? Oh, what about a bear? Can you add a bear? And then I would take 2 to 3 hours in the afternoon at a desk in their playroom upstairs and write out a new chapter. And then at night, before bed, I'd read them the newest installment. Happily, they liked it. I hope you enjoyed it too. If you're reading a good story, do let me know, because we love to read in this house, and I would really love any reading suggestions that you can give me. Thanks so much. I hope you're all doing well.